Look at this massive steel vessel stranded on a sandy beach. It is completely immobilized, battered by the surf, and entirely helpless. When a ship runs aground like this, the friction and impact tear apart the hull. That bottom damage translates instantly into an astronomical repair bill, a cost so high that a single independent shipowner cannot cover it out of pocket. The shipowner's immediate lifeline is their hull and machinery, or H&M, insurance policy. Their singular objective becomes recovering those massive repair costs from their insurer. But maritime accidents are rarely simple, isolated events. A grounding is usually the chaotic end of a messy chain reaction involving bad weather, a mechanical failure deep in the engine room, or simple human error on the bridge. Insurance companies do not write multi-million-dollar checks just because a ship has a hole in it. They require undeniable forensic proof of exactly what triggered that specific loss. Securing a payout requires untangling that chaos. The shipowner has to legally isolate and prove a single specific cause from the wreckage of the incident. To figure out who pays, the maritime industry relies on a strict legal filter called proximate cause. The blueprint for how this works comes from a 1907 legal precedent, Pawsey versus Scottish Union and National Insurance Company. It's easy to assume the proximate cause is the chronologically first event. The Pawsey ruling explicitly rejects that, and also rules out the final event. Instead, the court defined proximate cause as the effective and dominant cause, the event carrying the most destructive weight. Maritime law acts as a scale. It weighs the actual impact of each event in the chain rather than simply reading them in chronological order. Let's apply that scale to our grounded ship. To find the dominant cause, investigators launch a formal forensic inquiry. The investigators start with the baseline policy.
Under a standard contract known as the Institute Time Clauses, Holes 1.10.83, running aground is explicitly listed as an insured peril, but they have to eliminate alternative theories. They examine the ship's bottom to see if the metal gave way due to simple wear and tear over years of service. The maintenance logs and metallurgical tests hold up. The forensic inquiry definitively rules out wear and tear as the dominant factor for the structural failure. Next, they look at the crew. Could the grounding be the result of the captain's willful misconduct? The voyage data recorders and crew interviews confirm the navigation decisions were standard. There is no evidence of intentional sabotage or reckless negligence, eliminating human misconduct from the equation. With the chronological noise cleared and the policy exclusions eliminated, the violent impact of the grounding stands completely alone. It is corroborated as the direct, dominant cause of the hull damage. The ship owner has successfully navigated the legal labyrinth. By eliminating the outside variables, they isolated a specific insured peril and proved it was the definitive proximate cause. Because the grounding holds the legal weight as the dominant cause, the conditions of the insurance contract are fully met. The financial crisis is resolved. The shipowner successfully recovers the multi-million-dollar repair costs from the hull and machinery insurer, subject to their exact policy limits. This rigorous legal filter applies far beyond our single-stranded vessel. It underpins the entire modern global shipping industry, dictating the financial security of thousands of fleets every single day. In this high-stakes environment, the strict timeline of a disaster is entirely secondary to the sheer physical and legal power of the events themselves. When the next accident inevitably strikes at sea, the ultimate question the courts and insurers ask will not be what happened first. They will ask what was the true dominant proximate cause.